Good morning, Naughty Home Tribe. Hope everyone is safe and doing well during this time of uncertainty. I'm going to take my glasses off so I don't see a glare. Today, I just wanted to share with each and every one of you that there's something that crossed my mind, and I think that we can continue our sense of community, even though we are doing social distancing and hopefully flattening the curve for the situation at hand. But I thought about it, we can still be connected through the internet. So I'd like to continue on our teaching journey together collectively, but also for myself, as a self journey of transformation and teaching in a new light, because once again, everybody knows that I was a teacher in the military, but there's different things, different ways of approach and how we come across. But I love yoga. So what I want to do is kind of work on a pose that I think is definitely foundational. It's something that we can do not only on the mat but off the mat. It provides grounding and a sense of balance, and I think it's very important now that we can do that during this time of uncertainty, but also continue on. And maybe this is maybe an avenue while we're practicing social distancing that we can continue to learn together and practice. So right now I'm actually in my, I guess you would call it my den, where I work out and stuff like that. I'm also working on the computer. As you can see, I am wearing one of my Naughty Home shirts. But I do miss each and every one of you. I miss the energy that we get from each other. I know that everybody is probably feels the same way, and I hope that everybody is continuing to practice. Everybody is continuing to do their research and do the things that they need to do to become a better yogi. With that being stated, those that you already know who I am. I am George, and I am a yoga teacher, and I'm going to continue to maybe start doing this to where I can do these internet little snippets, movies where I can do actually go through a pose, and I'm not going to do retakes. I'm just going to do the take once. I make mistakes, you move on. You only have one opportunity to do things, but many opportunities to learn from those one opportunity. But then I look forward to, I want to share this with you. And then I want everyone to, send me some feedback, constructive criticism. Let me know, hey, this is something that you need to kind of work on. You may have missed a point. And then also things that you thought that, hey, that actually worked well. And I recommend continue doing that. So without further ado, I'm going to move to the other room. I'm not going to use a mat per se. I'm going to use my tile floor just to kind of go into the pose. The pose I am going to do is called mountain pose. And then one of those, that's a foundational pose that we do. We can actually do that anywhere. That's what's nice about yoga. Some of the poses we can just do anywhere. So when you're waiting in line at Publix to check out, you can practice mountain pose. We tend to go around anatomically, just doing things without really being mindful of things. I just want to really quick talk about some benefits that we do have when you can practice the mountain pose or Tadasana. So some of the benefits that I find that are very important is the alignment of the spine. The spine is very important. A lot of people just think of the extremities, like hands, feet, the legs and the arms. You got to make sure you get the big guns but they forget that, hey, the core, the cervical, thoracic, and then of course the lumbar, all those parts of the spine, it's very important. Without a healthy spine, we can't do healthy movement. And if you don't move it, you lose it. So this is stuff that we all know. And as we are all getting older, we can see that, when I get up out of my recliner, sometimes it's just, it's tough. So with that, the benefits are, definitely helping the spine stay healthy through its natural range of motion. Everybody has different ranges, but there is a fundamental range that everybody should be able to definitely do some daily activities and to have that sustainability as they get older. That's what I love about yoga, is that there's things that we can do that keeps us sustainable throughout, and these are going to be exercises that we should be able to do even with modifications well into our old age, God willing. So with that, another benefit, and I do have a little cheat card here that I have that helps to remind, but these good points, is that definitely provides a proper alignment for other standing poses. That's very key. Without that, if we're doing other poses like, say, warrior pose 1, 2, or 3, without the proper spinal alignment, you're going to end up doing stuff that's wrong, and you're going to end up hurting yourself. Okay, so and then of course it's going to block that energy that's within, and that's the whole part of being able to release that good energy. It's definitely going to correct improper posture. So a lot of times we're kind of looking down on our phones. I'm looking right at the phone right now, but I'm trying to keep my posture. I noticed that as I've been doing yoga in this journey is that now I'm more mindful of my posture and making sure that I'm being more aware that instead of slouching, I need to stand up erect and do things like that, or sit up erect, making sure I'm grounded, rooted. These are things that we also talked about in the martial arts, but also it's applicable, it's universal in its application here in yoga as well. So it does correct posture problems that a lot of people have through the daily routine of sitting a lot, looking at their phones, just not being mindful. And then the last thing is definitely can restore balance in the body and as well as the mind. So remember, if your body is tense, it kind of goes into the mind and becomes tense, vice versa. So wherever the body goes, the mind's going to go, and wherever the mind goes, the body's going to go. So it's important to, the body is the vessel for carrying our internal energy and stuff like that, our light of awareness, our consciousness, but also it's our mind, our inner self that we have to, it has to be in connection. So with that, so those are the benefits, and there are probably some other benefits, and if you can think of any others, please share with the group. But the biggest thing right now during this time of uncertainty is being grounded and feeling a sense of balance. So with that, I'm going to move to the next room. So here we go. So you can follow me. All right. And give me a moment to set up. All right. And I don't want you looking at the wine. Got plenty of wine to get through this time. But anyway. Okay, so normally we want to get to a place where we can stand on the ground, of course. That's without saying. But once again, it goes back to my sense of being grounded, being rooted into the ground. So with that, we want to build, whenever we build a building, whenever we do anything, we do it from the ground up. So we're going to do this with this pose as well. So once again, this is the mountain pose or Tadasana. So with that, we want to make sure that we are standing, at least our feet are on the ground, our feet are at least hip width distance apart, or you can actually keep your big toes together with your heels kind of splayed out a little bit. But I prefer at least hip width apart, okay? Feet are firmly on the ground. You want to make sure that your balls of your feet and your heels are pressed, rooted into the ground, and that your arches are centered. You want your center of gravity to be centered between your feet. With that, you want to now move up through your legs and your upper legs. You want to contract the muscles above your kneecaps to give that sense of stability, but also engaging and pulling your arches up from the ground. Okay. To get another sense of making sure that you are grounded is that you can lift your toes, get that feel to where the balls of your feet are touching the ground firmly, and then of course your heels are pressed into the ground as well. And then from there, you want to make sure that you're pressing your thighs in, your pelvis is, and your tailbone is tucked in, core is engaged. Your arms and your hands and your shoulders are pressing down towards the ground. You're elongating your spine. You're using your crown of your head to press towards the ceiling. Now you want to ensure that you are breathing. You want to make sure that your chin, and I'm going to turn to the side. So once again, you want to make sure that your ears, your shoulders, your hips, your ankles are all in line. Okay? And you want to practice. And I do encourage you to use your phone to kind of practice these poses to make sure that you are in the proper alignment. Once again, it's going to help you overcome. So proper alignment, your body's going to be balanced, going to be grounded, it's going to help you become grounded and balanced in your mind and to continue on with your practice. So once you find your mountain pose or Tadasana, I want you to breathe in, inhale, and exhale. Next time we inhale, we're going to bring our arms up. And exhale. Again. And now bring your hands together into the prayer position, down to your heart. And then arms to your sides. And breathe in. And out. Really keep thinking about yourself as you inhale. Think of your body being grounded, your mind being grounded, centered, rooted into the ground. And exhale. You should starting to feel easy and relaxed, but also feel that sense of stability and balance. And exhale. Good. And that right there, let me grab my phone, bear with me, is the mountain pose. Now, hopefully I hit all the hit points. I probably missed a few, but I just wanted to make sure, and I'm a very descriptive person. That is my goal. But, this is how I learned my voice. When I was in the military, of course, you had to be very, by the book, and you had to get really in depth and stuff like that. So still working it, but hopefully you enjoyed that. I do want to continue this, and I really encourage each of us to maybe do a snippet real quick. And I try to keep this kind of, short for brevity's sake, but I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy being able to hopefully share my passion with each and every one of you. And I once again, I hope everyone is safe. Hope everyone is balanced and centered during this time of uncertainty. And if anybody needs to reach out to me, I'll make my email is gkent32@hotmail.com. Please feel free to email me if you need to talk. If you just want to just get, hey, chat and stuff like that, that's fine. I do talk to a few people. I don't have everybody's numbers, but I think as a sense of community, we need to stick together. And hopefully we can continue this together as a group. And I like to say this morning, as I did my practice outside, which I enjoy doing, facing the east when the sun was coming up. Then when I finished my short practice, I actually sat down and did some meditative contemplation. And I thought about this and just kind of crossed my mind that, hey, to keep this sense of community, we can do those, plus we can continue on with this practice of becoming better yoga teachers. So with that, this is one student of yoga to others. I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you. God bless. And if there's anything you guys all ever need, please, by all means, I'm just a phone call away, a text away, email away. Have a great day. Hope to see you guys all soon. I hope this does pass, but we'll keep the faith and look forward to seeing some videos from you guys. You guys take care and be well. God bless.